A radio station airs hourly news updates every morning. Each update consists of exactly 5 reports, 2 of general interest, international and national, and 3 of local interest, sports, traffic, and weather. Each update must be structured as follows. All right, so we have general interest, international and national, and we have local interest, sports, traffic, and weather. All right, so the structure is going to be in the rules. So let's look at rule number 1. There are exactly 2 segments, the first segment containing 3 reports and the second segment containing 2. All right, so we have segment 1 and segment 2. Segment 1 has 3 reports and segment 2 has 2. Now, rule number 2. Within each segment, reports are ordered by length from longest to shortest. Okay, so we know ordered longest to shortest. Rule number 3. Each segment contains at least 1 report of local interest. All right, so each one has at least 1 local interest piece. Rule number 4, the national report is always the longest of the 5 reports. So national is going to be longer than the rest of them, so international, sports, traffic, and weather. And since we know that in the segments the reports are ordered by length from longest to shortest, we know that national can't be the last report in either segment, nor can it be the second report. That means that national is going to be either the first report in segment 1 or the first report in segment 2. All right, rule number 5. The sports report is always the shortest of the 5 reports. So we know from rule number 4 that national is going to be the longest. We have national, then we have ITW, and then we have sports. So this means that sports has to be the last report in either segment 1 or segment 2. And the last rule, rule number 6, the international report is always longer than the weather report. So that means we have national, then we have TI, I being longer than W, and then S being shorter than everything. All right, so remember, because we have 2 segments, we can't look at this diagram here and say, okay, well, T and I can't be first, since we know that national is before them, because we could have T be first in one of the segments and national be first in the other one. As long as national is first in one of them, it's still going to work out. So we can't make that deduction. We also know, since there's always going to be a piece of local interest in segment 1 and segment 2, that means not all 3 can be in either one of them. So it's going to be a 1-2 ratio or 2-1 ratio. All right, so we have our setup, our rules, and our deductions.